guys, today we are back and now we have majorly running out of ideas. So we are doing what if all others except the Europeans disappear, and we can see that basically world starts over. Now I didn't take all those countries who are majorly in Asia out, like Turkey. They are still in there. Russia, they are here, but I will call them Kaliningrad now. And yeah, Cyprus, your own country. What is the glitch here going on? I don't know. And finally, Serbia recognized Kosovo as an independent country. And now we can firstly see that Brittany immediately recognize this part as their country. Sides. Germany used just uh, started repair yourself as on power repair. Finland, you just take it those parts. Norway, you take it those parts because both of you wanted expand yourselves. Now we can see the major expansion. Also, those all citizens and that what were out of EU zones are just disappeared too. Now Turkey, you immediately start repairing yourself to grow, to look like you grow yourself to look like that. Ukraine, you take it about that because you thought there's no more invasion plans on Russia, so why not to grow there? Now, Greece, you thought you can make your first colony on the globe, and you did that here. Italy, you just grow on south. Spain, you take it about that to yours. France just split themselves here. Ireland, actually, let me make countries in colors what they should take and that. Then we can see that better. Who is who then? Yeah, let's make this island too on the United Kingdom. And now we can make Ukraine, uh, Turkey, and France, and also we can make Germany because they are next one who start colonize. They colonized huge number of lands on here. And now Switzerland stays neutral, and then we can see that Estonia makes their own move, and Kaliningrad just stays neutral. Estonia takes about that away, and they seem to expand in there. And they are first Baltic, who is major power here. Then we could see Latvia take about that. Do look like more the power who also gains power there. Then we could see uh, Belarus, who grows pretty much to in Asia zones too, and takes about that. They just wanted to be on coastlines too, so they just did that. And now we can see that Europeans are literally messing itself up. Now we can see that Cyprus makes it colonizements too, and they are colonizing about that of the sides because they wanted to be like empires. Now we would see another colonizements being born, but this time it's different. Bulgaria takes that, but they are pretty much blocked by neighbors, so they thought how to make their entries there. Now, Estonia, you make your first African colony. It is uh, here, and you are the first one who thought to go in Asia too. And you take it about that of Asia to yours. And just flip it's yours, and also this island and that to make you more powerful, and this island is also. Basically they are racing who can colonize firstly those countries. Now Turkey, you just made yourself ally to be more powerful. It's Iran on modern days. So now Estonia, you followed this too. You wanted one ally to be in here. And then Bulgaria also wanted ally. So they made it here. But soon enough this unites with Bulgaria Empire. Now with two countries making same moves, they do not care about differences, and they both landed on here, South Africa, splitting this up too. And well, it's clear that they don't do differences. And then we would see Poland being next one. You thought to go colonize also lands, and they colonize here. Basically, countries are colonizing Africa to be more powerful, but Portugal didn't do any move. And now we would see large differences. Moldova, you are going to colonize to yours something. And Madagascar is one. And then you thought to colonize lands on India too. And then we would see that you also colonize about that of Saudi Arabia to yours. Yep, you made your own states form. Now, North Macedonia, you want your old empire to be restored. So you just colonized huge number of lands on here to make yourself clearly the empire. And this is clearly tower here. And then we would see Lithuania, your next one. You just start to go here. And you thought, why not? Then we would see Kaliningrad starting their own thinkings of restoring Russians, and they take it about uh, that of Russia to theirs, because all leftovers of Russia are virtually useless. They also made landings on North here, but really are screwed. Those empires who are landlocked, they have harder times to get there. Also, Corsica is island of France and you are theirs. So it's clear that whoever are landlocked have harder time to get to others. So with being North Macedonia one, they just immediately invaded Albania to get across their borders and annexed them heavily, and also did same thing with Kosovo, annexing them also, and now with Montenegro, same thing, annexing them. And now we have first ever invasion on those two parts. This time it's clear that Croatia used its to against their ally. They just made themselves clear that they are not handling themselves. And about their friendship of Africa, it's gone too. And now we can see that Kaliningrad is angry about Christmas here, and I work out to paint those countries in who colonize on here. It's fine. Now we can see that Denmark is next one. You actually thought that's great for them because now there's more Danish people who can just stay under Denmark rule. So they just continued expanding their empire to here and stop it. Now Iceland, you just made your expansions to United States lands. About that you take it away and leave it leftovers to stay and rotting. And now we can see that there's massive mess going on. And now, Cyprus, you just thought maybe to make discolonizements. But but you just said it too late for. There were country already recognizing it as their colony. And they get also with them about that to their colony. And now, North Macedonia, you just invaded Serbia also to go across their borders, and immediately they failed under your role. Now, you just did that to make yourself more clear. Now, Italy had ideas. Firstly, they take it out those countries and then invaded to Slovenia. Yes, Slovenia. And they take them out, then invading Switzerland with neighbors, and those are three sides who invades. And with signing peace treaty, we can see that Switzerland is split up in three sides. And it's clear that it's were made on purpose. And now you go to in Austria because you thought it's more great to make revenge on Austria because they did it on you. They take it your land, so you take their lands too. And now we can see that there's less countries who aren't painted in now. Now, Sweden, you just wanted your Swedish empire to reform. So you just want that, but you thought you can't make it, so you just go on here to form it on those countries because you thought that can't be some bad thing to do because no one is recognizing them as their colonies. So you just stay there and oops, and also those islands here are also yours now. Now we can see that there's massive going on. Russia or Kaliningrad, also Sweden partially away this island too of Denmark. Now Kaliningrad, you have issue. There's still alliance against you, and you basically can't go to these sides. So you're just block it off. Then we could see another massive break in. Now we can see there's two sides going in verse of Moldova because they want to gain coastlines. So they are just doing that. They just are somehow so powerful that they are going inwards and inwards eventually signing peace treaty and making their borders change. Not much change on Ukraine and Romania, but a lot still happens. Now it's more seeable on map. And those three leftover nations here, they just unite to warm just on country. Beneluxes united because they had no other choice either, and now we can see British invasion on Ireland, ending up with Ireland's failment. Irish lands are just now British, and it's clear that so many things are happening. Now, there's also interesting thing happening. Spain invades Portugal and immediately takes control over Portugal. And I could make it also to series, guys, if you want. But let's just continue. Now we could see first thing on this scenario would happen. The first thing, one empire versus another, is happening. It started with Hungarian Empire pushing in Ukraine's empire, and Ukraine pushed it back out of their borders. And well, Ukraine is more stronger, seems like. And it's clear that they are pushing it off. And now Ukraine added their all military in this. And now this empire just collapsed. And Ukraine just annexed little bit of it. And our leftovers, you may guess what happens. These were the zone of major things happening, trades and that. But now it is Ukraine's. Now Ukraine gains this money, and now Hungary is starting to get on the pitch. What means losing even more money, meaning less things happening for them. So Poland firstly did their annexations from them, then Germany did their annexations, then Italy thought it's a great idea to annex their lands, Croatia did, then Romania did, Ukraine made its ally here, and leaving North Macedonia gained also lands here. And now we can see that it is going greatly for allies here, on their borders, because now those borders are even worse. They're so confusing that they will just end lives on these seeable things. And there should be more countries, but those are just dying out. there's just Hungary here, who is Ukraine ally now. And now we could see two empires against one main country, and soon it will be three. You may guess already who will shine. But right now, we can see that two of them are pushing, and finally, they have good reason to shine outside because Benelux just break their rule. So now it's three fronts more, and it ended up as like that. Yep, splitting up nation. And now every single Europeans are in one versus one scenario. But Globe isn't colonized by all them. So now Poland, you just made your colony on here too. And now we can see that there's issue on Turkish too about those islands here. They recognize theirs, but Greece recognize about that to theirs. So it's harder. Now it's invasion. Turkey invades Greece and Bulgaria saw this as reason to invade them also, and also North Macedonia saw this as a reason. So now we can see that it's massive invasion against them. And Turkey, you also did take those, and Italy, you have this colony as yours. It's empires versus empires right now. And also Italy, you continue to grow yourself. You take it Sparta out and landed on Athenians' lands, and they get about that. Leaving leftovers, just being signed to peace out. Basically, with peace treaty, borders changed a lot. Greece isn't existing now. They are just some countrysides who are just undertaken. Now we can see that Turkey is enjoying themselves because they got what they wanted, and Cyprus isn't anymore really secured. So it's another invasion. This time it's a little bit bigger for Cyprus because main countrysides are taken and Cyprus is forced to surrender. And what happened with that is going to be interesting. Turkey annexed about that from Cyprus to theirs, and also Cyprus main countrysides too. And yeah, and Iran, you take it about that to yours, leaving this zone independent also on Turkey's friend's name. And now we can see that it isn't over right now. On North Macedonia, it isn't over. They just got Russia invade them. But it isn't really bad for them because they just already knew it would happen, and yep, country just failed, and with this failment Russia is forced to give up about that of their lands on here, and it's massive failment, no bubble. And well, now we can see that there's absolutely so huge things happening. Reason why Italy is joining all wars on Mediterranean is because they want reform more Rome. So this is reason why they are joining on wars and why they are annexing lands. And Italy just made deal with Spain that Spain would give them their Africa side if they would allow to move there. So Italy can take that. And now Italy just made itself clear that they are going on annexing all what they can and also entering France. What made three front war happen because France is seeable that they are against their friends. So we can see that three front of war is happening, but now it's changed to four fronts. Yep, war fronts of war. And it is clear that Brittany just wants also to gain lands and stop it about those lands and just sign their peace treaty because they wanted gain about that lands. And Italy issued to France if they could gain about mm, about that of France they would sign peace treaty also, and France had no other choice but accept this. Basically, they just gave away their independence to Italy, leaving them weakened. And Germany just easily take it off other side of here. And now we can see that Spain just had no other choice to just stay as that. Now Italy is able that they are expanding, and now they just want to expand further, but they have to get in Bulgaria's reason to invasion. So they just somehow made Turkey invade Bulgaria, and North Macedonia followed suit. And then they managed to invade them also, taking out this land and just blocking off these coastlines with Turkey. Turkey takes out this, and without any longer turn, we can see that there's signable peace treaty happening now. Basically, they split it up lands of Bulgaria to be like this, being Turkish. Uh, and this being North Macedonians, and all leftovers can Italy gain. And for here, we can see little bit gainments on those countries who are on allied Turkey gaining lands also. Now, finally, this is massive nations happening here. And now they have on front of so many nations that need to be changed their ways. Basically, you just need to make North Macedonia move out on Europeans to Asia, and this would be fine. But issue is that they won't do that, and now you just made deal with Ukraine that you would annex their colony away here, their ally. And this is more fine for Ukraine because they don't want to support this. Now you just invaded Croatia to just get them out of Europeans' lands. And basically, it also managed to make North Macedonia being fault of this and splitting up of the nation in two sides. And Italy, you just made yourself look like a more better nation, but you still stop it on those fronts. But you managed to make the, them being just quitting on Europeans. Now, North Macedonia, you just continued pushing yourself on Asia, making yourself more larger empire on Asia sides, but it's not really much connected, so it's really much of useless. And Italy asked about why don't you just move yourself to in Asia? Then you said not Macedonia because Turkey is on my way. No, she said Italy. I mean, I can take all your European land and you could be Asian country. And North Macedonia just waited a little bit and said, I will never give my lands away. And then it happened, invasion on North Macedonia. Because North Macedonia made themselves having many Italian colonies close, it is clear that Italy just used them, cutting off their major North Macedonia's coast and taking over capital and also main state of the country take it over, and this happened. Italy just annexed European sites and signed peace treaty. And this time, North Macedonia just got more power against that because they are now in Asia, is making them more powerful. And now you just made another invasion, but this time it's Romanians' turn. And you just finished them off. Simply finishing them off. Now you have Turkey on way. You just need all Turkish lands and you'll be fine. But Turkey have three allies, and this is fourth now because Turkey just continued on expansions, and it's simple that Turkey don't want to end this without any wars, and they already knew that you would come for them because you look already like Rome. And now this side of Turkey's ally break it away, but still forced to be Turkey's ally. And now Turkey just have already repaired more invasions. They have literally heavy numbers of troops ready on their borders. And neutral zone of waters are interestingly separated, like like that is neutral in middle of here, but Italy controls about that, and there's also Spain there, but Italy somehow needs to get Spain out of these lands too, so they just wait when Italy, no, when Spain makes its colony on Americas again, so they could just use it to make reason to evade them because they use heavy numbers of troops on landing in Americans' lands and colonizing those. And now they started invading them. Landing firstly on here, started pushing to their main borders here, and pushing southern, capturing capital, and pushing to Portugal, capturing Portugal capital, and without any longer done, you just take them out, leaving their leftovers colonies being still Spain's, but mainlands would be given to Italy's. Now you control pretty much of the Roman already, but you didn't want to stop there. Now there's also people from Estonia, Macedonia, and other nations starting to see Japan as great place for them, so they made just new country on Japan. And they also start making lands on Japan and recognizing those as Republic of Japan and making it also one of those empires you is recognized, and also their empire goes from Asia to far in America's lands, making it like Russia where on modern days two continents sides. And well, it's not it. They also take the Philippines. And now it's time to you may guess Moldova. They just wanted some lands of Moldova to gain power. And they did that. But this made Ukraine a little bit confused. Why then you don't give their lands back what you were really theirs and gain that? You just didn't answer that and left like that shape. And now you just got on here and just parse it away this colony because you said that's making Britain just use the resources too much. So they just agreed to sell it. And Germany just saw too many protesters on this south side. So to fix it, they just sell away those lands to Italy to make it less happening and more freedom things and that. But actually, it is great for Roman Empire reform because now there's only one country remain on those shapes who is stopping those happens. And also, I forgot to say, they need also to get Mesopotamia region. What is this here? That region. So they just started asking Turkey, and Turkey refused, but they grabbed major power, and with those major powers, they just used it to make itself to get to those lookings of here and made itself allies from Turkey's allies. And now there we have Roman Empire. And now those countries started to make themselves look more different. Iran just sell away their lands here, and well, they are just making themselves look different. Rome is here. Nothing is happening on Rome. Now, Sweden is just thought if Rome could form back, then why don't I make my empire back? And starting pushing in Finland and capturing Helsinki, and immediately Finland just surrendered. He just thought Why don't I take all Finland's colonies away then? What is already made happen. So you just got all them here. And you did same thing on Norway's because you thought it'd be great to have Scandinavia region fully united, and it is that now you just need get all the Baltic coastline pretty much. So you just take it over Estonia, and now we can see that you take it over Latvia, and then move it further to Lithuania, and now you say to Germany, "Hey Germany, let's make deal." And Germany agreed the deal because they wanted those lands. You may guess what it would do. So they just agreed both to make it happen. As long as both can have empires. So it happened. Both transferred their lands and uniting others, and there's also Kaliningrad failing the capital, so they are just on colony now. What is now also known as Russia mainlands, but with less success. Now we can see that there's massive emptiness on Globe too. Not much is happening. Rome just stayed neutral, but made themselves more allies on Africa to make more self-cleared that they aren't those ones who should be messed. And well, they also just asked North Macedonia to join the alliance, making themselves more clear. And now it is so clear that they aren't ones who should be messed. And Estonia, your colony started shapeshift their sides because country isn't existing anymore. Same are so many others. They start shapeshifting, and now we can see that there's many things happened. And well, Spain, your colony here, just shapeshift too. And well, Iceland, you just continued. You want make United States of America basically, but with less united. You wanted to make colonies of those, but Japan is blocking you too. So you just leave leftovers to be like that and take it about those lands of Russia, United States, making United States really ugly shapes. And now there's another colony made by yours to get more United States views. Well, it isn't over there because there is major things happened. Spain, you take it that because you had no other choice. If you want to continue have own power here, you need to do something. But Iceland pushed away Cuba and Bahamas, making yourself a little bit less powerful. Then we can see that Brittany, you just got more in Canadian lands, and well, it is also major thing for you because now you just could take Greenland and Canada, but Iceland were first one in Greenland, so it's Iceland's now. So you just take it out Denmark colonies to make room for your empire. And you thought to make your colony on Africa also. So you just did make your colony here. And now you can see that more sites are shape-shifting to other sites because there isn't really much happening of those empires, and Japan found these lands, and well, Germany take it over Poland's colony, but then they were transferred to Roman ally, and now it's literally less countries remain. Basically, the globe is so confusing right now, and Iceland, you didn't stop there. You wanted more states to be warmed up. So you just continue to make states to make more things happen. So you continued forming up states and making these sides fully take it over, and you parcel away those islands and force it gave away on Russians soils so many new lands of their mains to, to Icelands, making Russia really much of dying out a little bit. And this is split up, and it's almost dead for Russia. So now we can see that Russia is also forced to be allianced. And Iceland just stays as that. And oops, water being darker. It's absolutely hard to see what happens. So now it's basically like that. So I'm gonna save for you guys this map. Uh, oh, I just placed save Ctrl S, but I didn't want actually. It's fine because I have knew it that I would do that bit. So you guys can see what I have done. Basically, I am doing like that. Control C and Control V. So I have thousands of maps already ready for these issues. And this map, what I did want to save, is called now EU. And hopefully you guys liked this video, and see you in next one. Bye.